but then let me teach you how I attack practice questions. And this is part of the reason, you can score pretty high on a standardized exam and do really well as like a real practicing doctor, right? Is like when I read a question, I read the last line first, and it's like, okay, the question is asking me, what is the diagnosis? So then I read the vignette, and I know as I'm reading the vignette, I have to come up with the diagnosis. Or maybe like step one land, they're asking me, what is a pathophys? Now I don't necessarily need to know the exact pinpoint diagnosis. I need to know generally what's going on and then come up with the pathophys, right? So stuff like that. I read the vignette and I never look at the answer choices. Never ever, right? I try not to. Where I can predict an answer and then find the most reasonable choice that is like close, pick it, cross out the wrong answers and move on. Like that's how you know you're ready. One, because like MBME, they're professional test writers, right? They do this for a living. They know exactly the wrong answer choice that students are going to pick, right? And they know exactly what to put as other answer options to make them really enticing, which is what you literally just said. So it sounds like when you're like, you come up with an answer in your head and then you're like, ooh, they took it a step further, or like, this was not at all what I'm thinking. That's where you have, it's more or less an like a conceptual problem, right? Like, and this goes back to what we talked about. Yeah, sorry. That's like, in my opinion, that goes back to like, if you truly understand the physiology and pathophysiology, and I actually know like what is the core mechanism of this disease, and then understanding that, I can feasibly take steps and extrapolate and think about how would I diagnose this? How would I manage it? How would I like manage these complications, even beyond like what the first line tests are? And so like let me give you an example. I teach this to all my students, right?